I ignored my own best hair care advice for 3 weeks straight. Here's what I learned. What is good, my family? It is your girl T, aka the nappy-headed jojoba, not nappy, not jojoba. The nappy-headed jojoba, or, word to the wise, save yourself some time, just call me T. Legit, roughly, one video ago, I told y'all that I was high-key donezo with the natural hair care community on YouTube, and here I go with a natural hair video like 20 minutes later. Can I get an NIU? But in my defense, and this is critical, today's video is sponsored, which, fun fact, highly effective way to persuade me to do hair content. Flawless by Gabrielle Union is paying some bills for your girl today, and yes, I realize that these labels are probably blown out right now because they are white. Full disclosure, I've quietly been a Gabrielle Union stan for years, so I was definitely curious when I heard that she'd started a hair care line, but I think what happened was I got distracted by something shiny and then just completely forgot to follow up. So imagine my surprise when the brand reached out to little old me a few weeks ago. I said out loud to my dog, manifestation. So though my hair videos these days are few and far between, and that will continue to be the case, I'm excited about this one because A of all, I already wanted to try the brand. Perfect. 2, Flawless as a brand is really focused on hydration, so they really make sure that they include ingredients that will provide moisture and fortify the hair, which is basically my entire lifestyle. C of all, let's talk price. Despite the, in my opinion, rather high-end looking packaging, prices range from $4 to $10 per product. Can we get a yes, please, for some reasonable price points out in these streets? And also 2 as well, plus, point 4, Flawless by Gabrielle Union, majority black-owned business. Yes, I said majority black-owned. I'm assuming she's got some non-black partners. Hashtag ally is a verb. Hashtag sometimes that verb involves reaching in your purse. But yes, Gabrielle Union did create this line, obviously, since her name is on the label, along with her friend and stylist Larry Sims. And most of y'all already know that supporting black business has been a cornerstone of my content since day none. Speaking of supporting black business, Flawless actually just launched an initiative they're calling Lift As We Climb. And Lift As We Climb is all about supporting black-owned businesses and organizations. In a nutshell, this is about black business supporting black business. This is how we win. Here's the thing though, Flawless sent me a lot of products to try. And I got a little too hyped. My day ones will remember a video that I did years ago, and I'll link it here. And the video was all about things that I never do with my hair because these things are generally bad advice. And in that list, one of the main things that I never, ever do, we're talking one of my tippity top tips, is to never try out a whole bunch of new-ish on my hair all in one go. And by never ever, I mean except for this one time. Whoops. Because if something turns out great or if something turns out horrible, you won't have a clear sense of what did or didn't work. Just like with switching up things in your skincare routine or even your diet, in my opinion, it's best to go bit by bit, change things one at a time so that you can really assess what's working and what is actively trying to sabotage you. And I maintain that is still some of my best hair care advice, especially if you're still learning your hair. So rather than trying out just 1 or 2 things incrementally over the course of time, which is what I normally do and what I still suggest y'all do, instead I said, yo-yo-loo, you know? You only YOLO once. I got all this product in the mail and I said, you know what? I'm doing a whole wash day. Soup to nuts, shampoo to styling, I got this. And not only that, I kept going after wash day with products where I don't really know her. I've been using these products for like 3 weeks straight. Was it a huge mistake? Let's find out. All right, so let's get into the tea on this wash day. Was it in fact flawless? How I've been handling moisture and maintenance since then, all of that. Starting off with my hair in sections, of course, this is an afro textured hair care video. I'm gonna be using the Hydrating Detangling Shampoo. Assuming, of course, that I can get some out of the bottle. And oh, wait, is it sealed inside? Is this a me problem? Yup, it's a me problem. Now that we've got that figured out, let's talk about this texture. The shampoo has a lightweight, creamy texture. It's very silky, and it's got like a tropical, fruity scent. I found that it applied really easily to my sections without using an applicator tip on the bottle, which is what I usually do. I honestly just forgot to put one on. My hair felt almost squeaky clean after just one wash. So while I do like to shampoo my hair because I do want to get all of that gunk and stuff off, I wanted to be careful not to OD on product on the second lather because I didn't want excessive tangling. On my second lather, 9 times out of 9, I will take down my working sections for my wash day and wash my hair loose, just to get at that filth that I may have missed on the first wash. To me, this is not really a hydrating, moisturizing, nor a detangling shampoo. I'd say it's an effective shampoo, just shy of a clarifier if I'm honest, where maybe if you've had a couple weeks of product buildup and just general debris and life and sweat and whatnot, it'll be good. But this is something that I would definitely classify as a once a month, maybe twice a month, rather than a once a week, depending on what your hair routine is like and how often you shampoo, because she will get that schmutz off of your hair. Here I am all rinsed and it's time to deep condition. I'm using the Repairing Deep Conditioning Mask. If you find that your hair needs a bit of moisture after the Repairing Deep Conditioning Mask, this one that I'm using, you can follow the mask up with the 3-minute restoring conditioner to get that moisture back if you feel like your hair needs it. So this is a very, very stark white in color conditioner, and look how thick this is. It's not even falling out of the jar. She thick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some of their Restoring Exotic Oil treatment to the deep conditioner because, again, this is something that I do 9 times out of 9. I will always add a little bit of oil to pretty much any deep conditioner I use because my hair benefits from it. So first I'm gonna squirt oil all over my bathroom counter from the pipette, and then I'm going to finally get some in the bowl and mix it with that conditioner. And here we go. Let's apply the mixture of the deep conditioner and the oil. And I will say it had decent slip, which was surprising to me because when I put my hand in it, it didn't feel like it would. I think perhaps the slip might have been enhanced because of me adding some oil to it. I didn't feel that it had enough slip that I could detangle with it during the application phase, but sometimes applying heat can totally change how your hair feels. So I was going to wait and see what happened after that because I always use heat when I condition. I gotta prepare you guys if you decide to try this deep conditioner because it does have a peculiar texture. I was kind of wondering if it might indeed be an adhesive, but despite that, it didn't feel like it was tugging or snagging on my hair at all during the application. And big ups to the fact that I used way less product than I thought I would have to. To be honest with you, when I saw the jar, I thought the entire jar of conditioner wasn't going to be enough. So after I mixed up, I don't know, maybe 1/3 to 1/2 of the jar with the oil, I was just like, girl, this ain't gonna cut it. But it was more than enough. So here I am after sitting under my dryer for probably 25 minutes or so. I don't really go ham or anything. I usually do 20 to 30 minutes. And indeed, I do feel like it's easier to rake through my hair and finger detangle after applying heat, but I feel like something is still missing. I couldn't really do the thorough detangle that I would necessarily need to do for a wash day detangle. So here I am just kind of inspecting and feeling, and I decide that what I need is some good old water. So I just added water to the section there and smoothed that through, and it made all of the difference. It gave me all of the slip that I needed. It was just the magic missing thing to make this conditioner perfectly suitable for me to be able to detangle thoroughly. So I'm just gonna break down my section and get busy. And I gotta say, the Flawless lineup is pretty extensive. Like, you can really have a look at what they have. Obviously everything is linked below, and you can just kind of cherry pick what'll suit you. I mean, I use like 5 products here, and that's not even half the line. And then I went ahead and rinsed that out in the shower, leaving my twists intact as I rinsed out the deep conditioner. So I'm starting off with the Detangling Leave-In Conditioner, which is just a spray leave-in. Because my hair takes a very, very, very long time to dry, I don't go in with anything too heavy in terms of creams or butters right after I rinse out my deep conditioner. I try to let my hair dry a bit before I go in with heavier products. And I was surprised to discover that it's actually got some nice slip to it, and it actually has some body to it. It really feels like it's leaving something on your hair to condition it, which is not the case with practically any spray leave-ins. Then I'm topping that up to just seal that in with some more of the oil, our good old friend. Y'all know the drill. You moisturize and you seal. That's what we do. And FYI, this whole line is meant to be pretty versatile. Like, they try to cater to multiple textures without compromising anybody's hair's health. So if you're looking for a co-wash, you need products for heat styling, whatever, they got you. And obviously, I've already linked them in the D box. You know how I do. Then I just threw my hair up in a clip to get it into a ponytail and get it from dripping all over my neck a bit. And I'm gonna let my hair dry. I'm back now, a few hours later. Now it's nighttime and I'm taking my twist down to get my hair in some braids and twists to get it properly stretched. And I'm gonna be using the Defining Curl Cream. If you're a wash and go girl, you could probably try it with that too, but I don't do wash and goes because I like to keep my hair stretched. So first up, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the leave-in detangler because I wanna make sure that I've got that nice layer of moisture and nourishment on my strands. As usual, I'm sectioning off my edges because I basically always leave them out of it when it comes to pulling my hair back for ponytails and buns. So I flat twist my edges without any tension, or at least as little tension as I can manage, and then I get busy braiding down the rest of my hair using that defining cream. It looked like I used too much on that first section, and I probably did, but here you can see my hair is really drinking up the styler. By the time my hair was done being braided up, it had pretty much drank up all the product. And hold on, I'm gonna add some beads to those front flat twists just because I think they look cute. Here I am a week and a half later, and I'm gonna take some more of that leave-in detangler, but I'm not gonna spray it on my hair, I'm gonna spray it on my palm. This is a trick that I do to just control how much product I'm putting on my hair, you know, because I'm going to be taking my braids down. I don't want them to be excessively wet, and when you spray something directly on your hair, you have a lot less control of how much product you put on your hair. So sometimes I will do this. I'll spray the product on my palm, or even just wet my palm under the faucet to get some water on there, and I'll use that to make my hair more malleable without adding too much wetness to my hair and making my hair poof up. That's one side of the braids taken down, not separated yet at all. That's just the braids taken down. There's the other side, looking a little crazy. We need to do some fluffing and shaping. We need to lift those roots to get rid of some of those parts, and here we go. There you guys can see some of the definition, which I mainly removed. Here I go removing more definition because, again, I'm not into super defined styles on me. And that was that for that day. I was pretty happy with it. After that, I put my hair into just 3 big braids, one on each side, one in the back, and then I have my 2 flat twists in the front. Rock like that under some turbans for a few days, so this is probably half a week to a week later. Here you can see the definition of just 1 big braid of 3. So I took my braids down, and now I'm adding some more of that oil to my ends because I'm gonna bun my hair. And I always like to add a little bit of extra oil or butter to my ends when I'm gonna tuck them away to make sure that they're set up well. And that was my bun look for the day. I did have plans to take down those 2 flat twists in the front, but I had to jump on a video call for work. So we stuck with those for the morning, and then I wound up taking them out later and put on a headband, and I had this sort of afro bang tendril situation, which I quite liked actually. I thought it was very, very cute, very carefree. As for how my hair is styled on today, it's just another bun girl. That's what I wear the most. Before bed, I actually took down my bun, so I did redo it today. I don't like to sleep with pins or anything that might cause discomfort or excessive tension in my hair, so I just put my hair in one giant loose dookie braid. And since my hair was already loose in the front, you know, in the bangs area, I just put them into 2 regular twists because tomorrow's actually wash day, so I wanted my hair to be kind of easy to get to so I can just kind of get going. It's that time again, girl. So here I am. I survived 3 weeks of using products with which I was completely unfamiliar, didn't know how or if they'd work for my hair at all. Certainly had not planned to do this, but my hair felt pretty good, so I kind of just took on a if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of routine the past couple of weeks. As far as my standout faves from the lineup, that would be the Repairing Deep Conditioning Mask and the Detangling Leave-In Conditioner. And the fact that the spray leave-in is one of my top 2 faves is a real surprise to me because spray leave-ins historically have been a terrific opportunity for me to play myself. Like every time I find out, oh, I just paid $10 for 8 ounces of water with some fragrance in it. Cool. But this one actually feels like she's got some meat on her bones. Like she'll stick to your ribs and other meat-related metaphors. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but she even sounds thick sloshing around in the bottle, and that's thick with 3 C's. Point is, this is the first time I can remember maybe ever having a spray leave-in that actually did something, because my hair, she thirsty. And she ain't dignified about it. And weirdly enough, even though I had not planned to do this or hadn't really conceived of this as being an intentional experiment, I learned that I'm at a point where I know my hair well enough, so I'm able to assess things better on the fly and figure out along the way where I can anticipate my hair's needs and tweak and improvise things to accommodate those needs along the way. I'm at a point where I can decode an ingredients list on a hair product reasonably well, and I usually know what my hair will and won't do or will and won't like. So I don't have to stress too much about doing something with my hair that might be kind of risky because I know how to address it and fix it. Luckily, I didn't have to fix any disasters here. As you guys saw, I just kind of figured out what I knew would work for my hair best, anticipated that, and adjusted things to suit me along the way. Thank you again to Flawless for reaching out to me to do today's video, because a lot of brands simply are not checking for the 4C girlies, so y'all are some real ones for that. You already know that everything is linked below, so let me know if you've already tried this line or if you're going to try something that I tried today, or maybe something that I didn't try today, because girl, they got a lot. But until my next video, stay safe, stay dangerous, and never trust anyone with a Morphe code. Bye-bye.